right, shout out to Barbara Choice. She sent me this. So Crawford prelim card was revealed, and then a lot of people thought this was the main event card and said it was trash. I feel like it was, from what I heard from the main card so far, the rumors that's been going around, I feel like this better than the main card. You know what I'm saying? So you got Marco Verda versus, 6-rounder, Steven Nelson fighting Raquel Santana of Cuba. I'm gonna look him up. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this guy. Putting his name here. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Popped up. I was tripping. So yeah, he one of the bad apples in Cuba and shit. And then 12-4, got stopped 4 times. He ain't one of them. He lost to Lester Martinez already. And I guess because, Nelson coming off of L. Sultan Al Mohammed versus Martin Camaro, Rito Tusasami versus Javier Martinez, Ivan Daichko versus Jermaine Franklin Jr. That should be straight. Let me look up Ivan. Let's see if we can find him. He 35 because Jermaine Franklin sound like he can get a fight with Moses Atamo. Maybe the winner get a fight with Moses Atamo. He's 6'9", 15-0 and 14 KOs. Now, he been 10 once. He fought a whole bunch of nobodies. But now he about to step up. He's from Kazakhstan, by the way. So, and then you got Bokachuk versus Brandon Adams, too, at middleweight. I think the original was at middleweight, and Bokachuk was kind of, running away with that fight. Because I went back and watched it, and he clipped Brandon Adams, clipped him, knocked him out. So I don't really think this is a bad prelim card. I don't think this is a bad prelim card. I might literally be in the minority here, but I don't really see this being the bad prelim card. I don't see this being a bad prelim at all. This is solid. This is something that should be able to hold your attention. So, and maybe I'm in the minority here. But yeah, I think this is pretty damn solid. Yeah, I think this is pretty damn solid, man. I like to see Adams fight. I like to see Nelson fight, Jermaine Franklin, Bokachuk. So yeah, this for a prelim card. I mean, I think it's straight. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, this shit is trash," and it's a prelim. I don't even watch the prelims unless it's somebody I'm very interested in watching. So I don't even watch the prelims, but I check this whole event out. I'm gonna cut a space out of my day for this whole event. So I don't think that's a bad prelim card. And then, a lot of times we go off of because we don't know these fighters. We go off when we don't know these guys. But I apparently they're gonna do some intermissions. And they're gonna come back, do dinner, and come back and do the main card or something, he was saying. But yeah, this is solid. If you a boxing enthusiast and if you a boxing enthusiast, you probably sit there all day and watch these fights. You got a full day of boxing. They probably gonna do the European style or the UK style of boxing card with a long ass card. That's probably what they're gonna do. That's probably exactly what they're gonna do. But for the most part, I mean, I'm not complaining about it. Y'all gonna complain about it, but I'm not. I think you got Lester Martinez that's on the main card. I mean, I don't really think it's a bad card. I don't think it's a bad card because you got Canelo versus Fernando Vargas Jr. Cool. Boca Chuck. Well, so we gotta slurp through this. So Mbili gonna be on the main card versus Lester Martinez. That's a hell of a fight. Trust me. Callum Wash is gonna be on there versus Fernando Vargas Jr. That should be a good fight. And that's prelim. So they got two more cards. This is Soul Muhammad guy. I think that's on the. Yeah, that's on the prelim. So they got about one or two more. They got what's about to be three. They got one more fight to announce for the undercard. They got one more fight to announce for the undercard. They got one more fight to announce for the undercard. So I don't think it's a bad card, bro. I think America has become niggified, and I'm gonna explain that. Like basically what they used to say back in the day, how to sell something to a Negro, and it was a Negro. I'll show the video. If I can find a video, I'll do a video on it. Because somebody sent to me, how you sell something to a Negro is you sell the brand, not the quality, not the features. You sell Gucci, not that Gucci make their bags handmade, or they make it with Tuscan leather, or they make it with this special Egyptian threading. No, that's not how you sell to them. You sell to them based off, oh, this is a popular brand. It costs this much money. And boxing has become under that. No matter how many guys we seen, show up, and unknown and make a name. Navarrete, a lot of people knew him. Akdamadov, a lot of people knew him. He showed up on the scene. So we see these guys come out of nowhere. Isaac Dogbay was another guy that showed up and showed out. So we see these dudes come, and, make a name. Make a name. So we so caught up, and that's how a lot of PBC fanboys was. They were so caught up in the names. So PBC was a pony show. Oh, he got this name, that name. But when it came to fighting real fighters, whether they had a name or not had a name, they were more prepared because they were built better. They were built better. They actually was built on a solid foundation. Whether you didn't know who Kavaliauskas was, whether you didn't know what Victor Postal was, and y'all seen Earl Spence had all these names, is because they was babysitting him. They was carefully picking his opponents. They were carefully picking his opponents. They were barely picking his opponents. And then it's going to always show. I'm going to tell you this, and you've seen what's going on with Ozipik. They got a $2 billion lawsuit because people wanted to take the easy road out. And now allegedly people are claiming they can't see. Stomach paralysis. Anytime you take you cut corners in life, it's going to show. It's going to show. You think you beat the system? You think you beat the game? No, it's going to show. Trust and believe me, it's going to show. But like I said, I like the card. Just because I don't know guys, it doesn't mean they're not going to provide value. Now, the one of the cards that stood out to me, one of the cards that stood out to me, one of the cards that stood out to me personally was the hold on. One of the cards that stood out to me personally was the Floyd Mayweather card with Berto. That was a fantastic undercard. That was a fantastic undercard. That's one of them cards that really stood out to me. But hey, that was just me, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification. Increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 31. Appreciate y'all. Peace.